All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all praises and infinite glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kapodash, that belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well. And also peace and safety to the Akim that spread across the four corners of the world. It's pushing out this truth with all diligence and also putting their lives on the line to do so. The brother Karatza of Great Millstone, Atlanta. Just back at you again with another brief lesson going into the topic of a sound of battle is in the land, and that's the time that we're in, America, and the world, pursuant to Revelation, the ninth chapter, is headed to World War III. And if you're in the know, if you've been paying attention to the current news media, media outlets, you can see that war is being prepared, but you know, America, and the world is going to try to hide the fact, that is, going to war, which everything, shows that they're leading straight towards it. The finance, you know, the main, bill, so to say, that America has is war. They're giving trillions of dollars to funding Ukraine, you know, and billions of other dollars going, to weapons. You see, so that's what this place is headed to, man. All right. So, nevertheless, I'm gonna start off in Jeremiah 50, chapter 22. It says, "A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction." You see, so the sound of battle is in the land, man. All right. And if you on the same frequency, as Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and you will hear that sound of battle. You know, you will hear that trumpet. That warning. That's being sent out, man. All right. So don't get blinded, by your jobs, your families, the affairs of this world, like the scriptures say, because all of it is about to come to an end, and people are going to be, have to cut on their survival instincts, man. You know, which majority of the world don't have. All right. So from here, I'm gonna go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3. I start at verse 1. It says, "To everything there is a season." It says, "And a time to every purpose under heaven." All right. So everything it's a season for everything. You know. So we're in the season of war. You know. And it says, "A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill, and a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up." You see, and the Lord has already broken down Israel, know, through slavery, oppression, having our servants, above us, know. Scripture say we've seen servants riding upon horses. All right, so the heathens have gotten over us, which was all a part of the Lord breaking us down, and now He's building us back up, man. In the nation of Israel. Okay, and it says a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. I'm gonna skip down to verse 8. It says a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. You see, so in order for peace, Isaiah the second chapter to happen, you know, where it's going to be peace, on earth, in our kingdom, a war, has to happen. This devil has to be taken out of authority, and we're living in those times, of that last war, man. You know. So if you're not, spiritually being prepared for that battle, that war, that the Lord is about, to cause, then ultimately you're gonna die, man. You know, without sugarcoating it. The Lord's gonna put you to death. Whether it's famine, pestilence, you know, you know, the angels, the laser beams, chariots, and ultimately, the ICBM nuclear missiles, man. That's gonna be shot, throughout the earth, man. All right. So we're in a time of war. All right. Scripture says the sound of battle is in the land. All right. So from there, I'm gonna go to Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. And it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, or the heathens, It says, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. You see, so the Lord is saying, hey, prepare war. All right. This is a foreshadowing. This scripture is a foreshadowing of things to come, which is also known as what? Prophecy. Okay. So the scripture told, these heathens to prepare war. And if you've been paying attention, like I said, hey, even these smaller countries, are prepared for war. Korea, North Korea, South Korea, Iran, Iraq, Israel. All of these countries are preparing for war because that sound of battle is in the land. The Lord is gearing the minds of these kings, to go slap into war, man, whether they want to or not. All right. And if you're, Israelite, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are going to be a part of this war. Now, it's up to you to choose whose side you want to be on. You want to be on basically, on the Lord's side, which he's going to protect you, which is his elect, or are you going to be, basically on Esau's side, or the enemy side, you know, because you want that covering of Esau, man. All right. Scripture says, "Woe unto you that take a covering, but not of me." Okay. So the Lord is about to have these people, Putin, whether it's Biden or Trump, push that button, man. You know, because it's only so much, that they can hide, from what they really want to do, man. Which is implement that their new world order, which is ultimately the MOTB, which is going to cause, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah to intervene. All right, that's understanding the prophecies, man. Okay, so it says, verse 10. It says, "Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong." You see, so these plowshares and pruning hooks are agricultural tools, that these countries use, for for their resources, their food, you know. Now the Lord is telling them to turn or put that money that you're putting towards, your economy basically into the sword, which is war, you know, because Joel, the third chapter is literally going into what we're living in, man. All right, the Lord is gathering the nations, for war. It's starting off in the Middle East. Okay, Salakia. So, Salakia. So just prepare, and ultimately pray unto Yahweh Bashem Shai that He protects you in these times and do what's right, man. The Lord, we all know what the Lord, wants us doing. All right. So, don't, act like, you're doing, certain things, that the Lord should be wanting you to do when you're really not, because He's not going to protect you in that sound of battle, man. All right. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna go ahead and close out by giving all praises and infinite glory unto Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Till next time, Shalom.